What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Ken. I'm back for another, I would say week in the truck, but it's already Friday, May 16th, 8:21 in the morning right now. I'm here in Mesquite at Chosen Foods, picking up some avocado oil spray or something. I gotta go take it to Grand Prairie. I got a few more stops to make. It's like 4 picks, 2 drops from here. I'm gonna end up going to Farmers Branch, picking up some soil, and after that, I should be going to like McKinney and then Fort Worth, and then I'll be dropping everything off in Grand Prairie. I think I got one stop in Cleveland. A little bit spread out, a little bit more than I would like, but I gotta tell y'all, bro, I've been trying to deal with this Amazon relay stuff, get that stuff situated and all that, but bruh, I'm gonna get into it, bro. I'm gonna get into it. Let me get loaded up. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I ain't never been here. Hopefully it's quick, but we'll see.
Ain't gonna lie, I bought this damn microphone, and low-key the quality kind of, I'm gonna have to figure out how to use it. I think the reason why that sound was so like off is because I had the AC on. Cut the AC off, so y'all let me know if this video sound any better. If not, then I'm gonna have to just purchase probably like a headset or some type of external microphone or something for these videos for y'all. I'm on my way to Farmers Branch now to go pick up some soil. I gotta go take it to Cleburne. The way they got this route set up is all janky, bro. They wanted me to go pick up at Farmers Branch first, knowing that they don't open up until 10. Then they wanted me to come over to Mesquite. My truck parks in Garland. I'm already like closer to Mesquite than I would be to Farmers Branch. That's why I ran over there first. Now I'm doubling back, heading over to Farmers Branch. I'm about to go pick up some soil, but I gotta drop that off in Cleburne. I got 2 stops. They just called me and they was like, hey, I got another stop in Fort Worth and it's going to the same drop-off location in Grand Prairie. If you could go pick that up, you know, we'll throw you some bones. I'm like, hey, all right, how much? They're like, we'll throw you an extra 40. I'm like, 40? Nah. Y'all make it like 60. They was like, nah, 60 is way too high. I'm like, all right, whatever. They gave me a 50 ball. I'm like, cool. That's really what I wanted. After I come from Fort Worth, I can either go to Grand Prairie and drop those off, then shoot up to McKinney and come back to Grand Prairie, or what I'm thinking about doing is coming from Fort Worth, picking up those 2 stops, going to McKinney, pick up that last stop, and then drop everything all off at once in Grand Prairie.
This is what I picked up out of Mesquite. I'm about to push these back so I can get that soil in here. Then I don't know if I want to go to McKinney first, or if I'm gonna go to Fort Worth first. He just called me again, talking about, can you pick up this quick little run to Grand Prairie? It's only a mile away, so I have to do that. I don't know how much. We gonna figure it out, man. Let me get this situated.
Man, I can't cap, boy. I miss running this route, man. I had to sit out all week, and y'all wanna know why? Amazon over here monopolizing my time, bro. I done booked 3 loads with them boys, and every load has gotten canceled consistently. How am I supposed to get the 10 loads that y'all want me to run so I can get my performance score, and y'all keep canceling my loads? Then I'm looking online, everybody's like, well, don't book your loads in advance. Make sure you're prepared, No, I done prepared my truck, got the safety audit done, I done got the insurances, I done onboarded and everything. And I'm still dealing with this problem, like, I don't know, fam. I done booked these 3 loads, bro, right? But it's like, if I were to book a load for today, Friday, and I go to the load board, it don't matter if it's early in the morning, it don't matter if it's the night before or what. I can only see loads that are 2 days out. Like yesterday, I was looking on the board, I seen loads for Saturday, I seen loads for Sunday, and that was it. I ain't see no loads for Thursday night, I ain't see no loads for Friday morning, Friday afternoon, or Friday night. I don't know if there's a bug on my account or what. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna keep trying. I figured, okay, maybe they're not prioritizing the load that I'm booking. Maybe they're just missing parts of the shipment. They're like, well, until we find these parts of the shipment, then we're not gonna, you know, we're just gonna keep canceling this load. It's not like I'm taking loads that are really that good. I think I had one load that was like $1.89 a mile. The way that I'm running them, I'm gonna pick up from Amazon, do my deliveries or whatever, and back to the yard, or I'm coming back to the same domicile so I can take another load. That's legit how my strategy was trying to play out. I can't get to that point until I knock out these 10 loads, and I can't even knock out these 10 loads because they keep canceling every load that I book. I do see stuff that's going out of state, like to Louisiana or Arkansas or Oklahoma even. And I'm a little hesitant to take those loads, those opportunities, simply because it's gonna be early morning. I'm gonna end up running to Oklahoma or Louisiana or something. And then now I'm gonna have to sit the rest of the next day, majority of the next day. Because by the time I get to Oklahoma, by the time I successfully complete that route, that run, my clock gonna be half full. Like I'm probably gonna have like 5 to 6, 7 hours left on my clock. And my shift clock is gonna continue to dwindle down. I may have to experiment and take something that I don't really necessarily wanna take. But just to get those 10 loads, I may have to go back OTR. Made it to my third pickup. They finally called me and rearranged my stops and all that. Put bro in the bathroom or something like that. So I'm gonna wait for him. Now I'm on my way. Arts Plumbing Park. It's like probably like 15 minutes away. So I leave from there, pick that up, then I'll go to Cleburne and I'll drop off that garden soil. And I probably got like an hour or more of a drive to get over to McKinney. So let's get a move on, y'all. I was telling y'all earlier about Amazon and me wanting to rely solely on Amazon, and it's like I did some thinking, talked to my mom, and I'm thankful for her. Even though I'm sure she's like, boy, you always coming to me with this same old. I be coming to her with like everything, like business wise. Like she ain't no trucker, nothing like that. She's not really like business savvy, but she know a little bit. But she can just, she can see the direction where I'm trying to go. And she supports me, so she does what she can to make sure my mental is right. Cause it be times, bro, like before the sun can shine, before you can catch that pot of gold off the rainbow, it gotta rain, bro. Not everything gonna be happy-go-lucky. Not everything gonna be just going up straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's gonna be, a little, it's gonna be a little slippy, little roller coaster type deal. You know what I'm saying? I just been coming to her. I'm like, yo, I booked this load, woo. You know what I'm saying? That load right there. And it's like, dang, it got canceled. I booked 2 back-to-backs, thinking I'm finna go run at 1:30 in the morning, come back, put the truck up, go to the gym, shower, eat, sleep a little bit. Then I'm finna hop right back in the truck for a 10:30 load that same day. And, both of them loads got canceled. It kind of like crushed me just a little bit. But you know what? Like I told y'all, it's like God didn't bring you here for no reason. God didn't. He wouldn't have let you on board and get approved. He wouldn't have let you pass your safety audit. Like something would have came up. It would have been a fork in the road that would have led me down another path, which probably would have been my destined path. He ain't bring you all the way over here for nothing. Like he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't allow you to get on this platform for nothing. You've been trying to get on this platform. That was your whole reasoning to get, into this industry, was for you to, make it easy for yourself, make it simple, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really my whole plan. My whole plan was to get this truck running 6 months, get approved, and then use Amazon to stay local. Luckily, I'm not having to technically use Amazon to stay local. I got, I'm working right now locally, and I still got Curry, I still got Mothership, I still got Dispatch, and I still can use the DAT load board. I got my tools for the business to, remain profitable and remain, gross and revenue and stuff. But just being able to use Amazon as an additional tool, it would have been lovely. And I'm not ruling them out, but it's just like, man, it's kind of, it kind of pained me a little bit. I'm like, dang, like, obviously I didn't think it was gonna be easy. Like, oh, as soon as you get on board it, you know what I'm saying, boom, there go your strategy working in full effect. Obviously there's gonna be a little bit of adversity. Obviously there's gonna be a little bit of, hurdles to jump over and jump through and obstacles to deal with. But honestly, I wasn't thinking it was gonna be like this. I didn't think, the lobes on the low board aren't paying the best. So I wasn't thinking that they were just gonna cancel them. But I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with the tariffs or something, or the economy or something, or Amazon and this UPS situation where they like cut ties with that contract with them or something like that. Since they were all booked out of the same domicile out of Wilmer, maybe it has something to do with Wilmer. What if I tried booking from Balk Springs? Because I can only see 2 domiciles. I can only see Balk Springs and I can only see Wilmer. If I book, a load going out of state, going to Louisiana, and I try a little OTR, like book a load and run that Sunday evening, midnight-ish, 10, 11, 12. End up in Louisiana that Monday, sit my clock out a little bit, maybe do a little dispatch, a little curry if the clock permits. And that Tuesday throughout Friday, run OTR, run regional, and just, chip at them 10 loads, maybe get like a 1-2 loads a week or something like that. This is the pallet I gotta go drop off in Cleveland. And then this is this big old crate. To me, it's low-key looking like a square, because I was low-key thinking, what if I could just slide it the other way? But I don't think that's gonna work, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this down, take that off. I'll take this down, take that off. Then I'm gonna take that all the way off. Then I'm gonna put that crate back first. I'm gonna put this toilet in, whatever, and then I'm gonna put that big old thing in the front so I can get it off easy at the next stop. I done made it to Mr. Carrillo Ranch, boy. I ain't gonna lie. It's low-key my dream right here. Besides that little shop right there, but I keep that John. But he got land, son. I ain't gonna cap. This is beautiful, man. But he's not answering the phone, so I think he's either busy or he got it on Do Not Disturb or something like that. I don't know whether to just drop this pallet off here. I don't want to just drive up on his property because it looked like he got like some cement being laid, and he got this truck right in front of me blocking the path and all that stuff. I don't want to trespass and nothing like that, knock on the door and nothing like that. It's good, y'all. Just not leaving up out of here. I drove a little bit further to that little barn and I seen him on the skid steer spreading out some stuff in this little barn or whatever he was doing. I chopped it up with him. He retired. Used to work for Pepsi and Frito-Lay's, security director. His wife would be buying properties and remodeling and stuff. They got a little bit of chain, He said he got 50 acres, pond, and all type of stuff. Talking about they bought the property, it was full of mesquite trees and all type of stuff. It took them like 2 years just to kill everything out. Then about 4 years, I guess, running concurrent or whatever, for the green grass and the pasture to look like that. He got horses, I think he got a few calves and all that, cows and whatnot. It's just beautiful to see. I mean, personally, I don't want 50 acres. Now, if somebody done gave me 50, that'd be cool, whatever. But personally, I don't want 50 acres. I'm cool with like a half acre to maybe like 2. Put a nice little barn dominium on that junk. Nice little shop, you know what I'm saying? Little area to park my trucks and all that stuff. That way I could just be away from the city, just do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want much, but just a little bit of peace and privacy, you know what I'm saying? And that just let me feel like, man, I just gotta keep pushing, bro. Just keep working, man. He had his name at the gate, Carrillo Ranch. man, that's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I might gotta lock in a little bit, man. I said I was gonna be on a 30-day run. I might gotta push that to a 2-year run and lock in for a good 2 years, stack my bread up real good, and get to building, man. Get to finding me some land somewhere out here. Get to building, bro. I just want something nice and neat, something simple. A little 1,500, maybe 2,000 square foot crib, you know what I'm saying? 3-4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. I don't even want no cattle. I don't even want no livestock. I don't want no horses. I don't want none of that. I mean, it'd be cool, but I ain't really tripping off of that, though. I just want the privacy, the peace, like. And then you pull up in the gate, and like, man, most of the time when I pull up off these FM roads, it be nothing but like dirt and rocks and gravel. Your truck be jumping and stuff. Man, he had that thing paved. I'm like, ooh, you did it right, brother. I ain't gonna lie. Man, we chopped it up for a little bit. See, that's what I was telling you on that one video. You ain't got no communication skills. You can't talk to folks. Hey, go get you a customer service rep job and get to practicing on that phone, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with having a job, man. At one point, when I was driving this truck, before I hit 6 months, you know how hard it is to get loads and all that. I considered getting a nighttime warehouse job. I'd drive the truck, do some local stuff, do some TQL locally within Dallas, make $300-400. Then at nighttime, boy, I was finna go to work. Make another like what, 150, 160. Even when I had the van, I was using this truck, and I would use the van for like small little pickups and stuff. Y'all ain't seen none of that. That was in the behind the scenes. You feel me? I just like stuff like that, man. It just lets me know like, hey, I'm on the right path. It can happen for me, you know what I'm saying? And it can happen for you too. Let's lock in, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tap in with y'all when I hit the key to go. You know. Alright, I'm in here, man. So I got my stickers, finna go stick these onto the pallet. Get offloaded, get some signatures, and then we out of here, boy. Route complete. I gotta get some more of these straps, because I want to strap this up to the wall, so I don't gotta keep moving it in and out. But this is what the back of the truck looking like. I got the avocado and ranch in the back. Alright, now y'all want to hear the numbers and all that. It took us 250 miles to complete this route. Really 249.8, whatever. Originally, I wasn't supposed to go pick up in Fort Worth, and I wasn't supposed to go have that extra pickup in Grand Prairie. But luckily, it was only 0.8 miles away, 0.9 miles away from the drop-off location where I'm at right now. I got an extra $80 out of them 2 stops. Pretty sure I could have got a little bit more. If I really would have got what I wanted, I probably would have asked for like $50-60 per additional stop. But whenever they call me and it's like, hey, I can barely hear them, and they, no offense to anybody watching this, but they Asian, and y'all know how it is. These tech companies, and you know, they offload a lot of their work to foreigners or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to hear them, but bless their heart, you know what I'm saying? Got an extra $80 out of them. Could have made it 100, but I wasn't really trying to be on the phone with them boys. I really was just, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little excited to get in the truck today. After all that Amazon situation, boy, I was ready to get in the truck, get back to normal. The rate all in total was $330. Not the best rate, not what I'm used to, but like I said, I think the market is doing one of them turnaround kind of things where rates are starting to drop a little bit lower. Then you got these companies dealing with tariffs and all that stuff. It's cutting costs in places, and one of the places is my rate. I mean, I ain't tripping. I can run my truck for 98 cents a mile, and that's based off of what, 14.5 thousand miles, something like that. If I'm getting less miles, I'm probably between 98 cents to maybe like $1.10, something like that. And I'm really only taking 40 cents a mile as my wage, and technically I really don't have to pay myself. I got other stuff coming in, but I pay myself for tax purposes and all that stuff. But 250 miles, $330. It gives us a RPM of $1.32 per mile. I got another about 25 miles for me to get back to the crib. Well, back to the truck yard and drop the truck off before I go hop in the car and go to the crib. I add another 25 miles into it. The rate's definitely gonna drop. Ends up being $1.20. Not the best paying load, not the best RPM, but if you think about it, if you're able to run your truck off of 90 cents to $1 a mile, then you're covering all your costs for insurance, you're covering all your costs for maintenance, you're covering all your costs for fuel, and a lot of amount of miles. If you can run your truck off of $1 a mile and pay yourself within that $1 a mile, and you're getting $1.20 round trip, that's me taking my truck out, doing this whole route, and dropping it back off at the same spot where it started at, and it's still $1.20. That 20 cent is the cash flow for the business. Let's say you run 15,000 miles in a month at a $1.20 average, that's 18,000. Now you take that 15,000 because your business is $1 a mile. That 20 cent ends up being an extra $3,000 as cash flow for your business. Now you can do whatever you want with that 3,000, but some months you're definitely gonna want to keep that in that account, and then as it builds up and as it stack up, take you a little owner's draw or something like that. Go buy you a new truck. That way you ain't just cash flowing 3,000. Maybe you cash flowing 5,000. Honestly, I think this route would have been better if I didn't have to drop off in Cleburne and then run all the way to McKinney. It is what it is. I'm adjusting to the new market, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think I'm ever gonna take loads this low again. I don't even remember the last time I took a load cheaper than $1.50 round trip. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's been a few months since I took something this low. But I'm not tripping on it. I got a chance to run the truck today. You know what I'm saying? Get back, get my bearings and all that stuff. We good, y'all. We good. It's been a wonderful Friday. I hope y'all enjoying yourself. Hope y'all enjoying y'all weekend. Whenever y'all see this video, I hope y'all enjoying y'all week or whatever. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a video similar to this one. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you watch the previous videos. Those things got some gems in it, you know what I'm saying? So pay attention, take your notebook out, write down some stuff in your notebook, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing else to say.